On first down, Rodgers. This one complete to Jerry Jeudy. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
At the 27-yard line.
This is Melvin Gordon. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Rodgers to throw on second down. Man open, he's got it complete to Courtland Sutton. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 22 yards there, a first down.
I know a lot of Denver fans are really excited about the possibilities for Courtland Sutton now that Drew Lock is entrenched as their starting quarterback. Remember, last season, the last 5 games with Lock as the guy in charge, the team went 4-1. I think they'll only get better and better. As for the season, Courtland Sutton had 1,112 yards and 6 touchdowns.
There goes Melvin Gordon. And all the way home for a Bronco score. Melvin Gordon, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos have taken the early lead.
Earlier in the week when they had their scouting report meeting, this was the explosiveness that they talked about trying to contain. They were concerned about it all week, yet he still did it to them. Wonder how that's going to carry over the rest of the game.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. First carry for the former Falcon, Tevin Coleman. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Coleman has it here right side. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. It'll be a gain of 6, and it'll be a second down. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
And this Bronco defense really selling out to stop the run, and it pays off. They get him behind the line twice in a row. A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on 3rd down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He's into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted. but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. He completes this to Sutton. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 17 yards for the Broncos there as they've got themselves a first down.
First down, Broncos.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. They're going to run this with a tight end. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
This is Gordon. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
On third down, this is Melvin Gordon. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside. Here in this first quarter. And now what the heck is this? A punt formation from the red zone? And now we'll get a delay here as they try to give themselves a little more room for the punt. Now, I think they're just a product of trying to buy themselves 5 extra yards.
And they want to help their punter out, right? Help with the angle, trying to pin the ball deep. That's exactly what they did there.
A 34-yard attempt.
And McManus able to put it through. And that will make it 10-0 here in the first.
Jets, nothing.
So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Quarterback taken down.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer. Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta. That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it. So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. Get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A gain there of 21 yards. Catch there by Jamison Crowder. 78 catches, 833 yards, and 6 touchdowns in 2019. Operates very well out of the slot. One of the niftier receivers in the league.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Barreling in for the sack, Shelby Harris. I don't care if you're taking it in round 1, you're undrafted, whatever. As a rookie quarterback in this league, you're going to have games where you face adversity like this.
Lessons. All the time you're going to face these lessons. The key for this guy is, will he be able to bounce back in the next one? Because right now, this has not been his game.
And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for third down.
Third down.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He finds his target. It's Crowder. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Great way to convert on third down there. 21 yards the play. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 34. Coleman now. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And all the way down to the 17-yard line. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Coleman. He will push his way down to about the 14. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Now, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make the play.
And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Tevin Coleman. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Jets have made this a one-score game. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking, because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try and increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Gordon. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. Tip your cap to DeMarcus Lawrence. Nice play defensively. Yards remaining on 2nd down. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Open man, he completes it to Judy.
Rodgers pass.
The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
7 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Working from the gun. Rodgers got Gordon open, completes it. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Nice 3rd down conversion and even 20 yards.
And the Broncos first down.
From their own 40 to the other 40. The gain of 20 leads to 1st and 10. shotgun now for Rodgers. That's going to be caught by Judy. That catch good for only a couple.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think,
and he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score.
14.
Courtland Sutton, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Broncos push further out in front.
Extra point.
I think if you polled defensive backs, they would say the corner route, take that out, make it illegal, because that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust, because your first move is to not get beat in the middle of the field. And that's how they move you first before they break off to the corner.
But then as the wide receiver, great job. It's tough to turn those upfield and go, but he did a great job with it there.
Really good balance, really good body control. And how about the end result? A touchdown.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something, because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Here's Coleman. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
They'll run with Coleman on first down. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. The safeties were well back there, and he had a lot of room. Were they in the cover too?
Yeah, they were, and the safeties were back. You know, usually they're 12 to 15 yards off the line of scrimmage, somewhere around the hash mark for each of them. But what also happens if the linebackers dive into the line, if you block them initially, that blocker can come off of them and get up to the safeties on the second level, and now you've got a big place to run the football.
2nd and 8.
Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half, as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
It's now 3rd and 10.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. That is caught right at the 10-yard line.
That's good.
And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. This is Coleman. And the Jets are going to be set up with a 1st and goal. It's a nice run there. Gets them down to the 6-yard line. So that run gets them about halfway home.
Yeah, it's now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way. On
2nd down, it's Coleman. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a 3rd and goal. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal.
Back to you. I'm going back to you. Switch. 18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal. 35. Strip the ball. Strip that ball.
It's Coleman here. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Kevin Coleman. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Jets are able to make this a close game again. The PAT good. It would draw him closer, but hold on just a second. A flag is down on the field. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Yeah, that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Got a man open, it's Sutton. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
A gain of
the end result, 21 yards.
First down, Broncos.
Now it's Rodgers. He's got his man on the crossing route. And all the way home for a Bronco score. Jerry Jeudy in the final seconds of the first half. And the Broncos able to show off their quick strike ability.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
30-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Broncos with a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these types of situations. What can we do to slow down the onslaught? But the biggest thing is make sure these guys encourage each other, pick themselves up, because right now it's been a really tough ball game trying to stop these offenses.
Oh, it really has, especially as of late. 27 yards there, a first down. Thought they were going to have him down a lot earlier, but he was able to shed that tackle.
Shows the value of the weight room, doesn't it? Shows the value of the attitude when you run the football. Don't go down easily. Break a few tackles, gain some additional yardage.
And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he slings one that's incomplete. He was trying to find his tight end, Chris Herndon, and it's 3rd down. Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. And who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Good work by that Bronco defense, and it leads to a 4th down.
We just saw another example of really good defensive football, which has led to the cushion that they have in this game. Got to him once again, knocked him on the ground, forced an incompletion.
Yeah, they've set the tone. It's one thing to set the tone, another to come in here on the road and set the tone. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. So a decent drive there to start the 3rd quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they inch a bit closer.
Yeah, but still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you hear that clapping on the sidelines, right? Hey, got some points. As you said, inching their way back in. Time left to go out and get that victory.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and
He's got a man, complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. They'll get 34 yards there. Well, you had all halftime to think about what you wanted to do to start the second half. They came out with a big one.
Does that not beg the question? What was happening in the other locker room at halftime? Was that the one play they didn't cover as a possibility? Because they just gave up a big, big gain.
Throwing on 1st down is Rodgers. That's caught left side by Judy. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Here's Gordon. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Well, we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Rodgers. Over the middle, complete to Judy. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. 23 yards on the play.
Nice catch there by the rookie out of Alabama, Jerry Judy. And I am fired up to see the chemistry develop between he and Drew Lock, their quarterback. And in addition,
into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Josh Jones. He's at the 50. He's at the 40. Past the 20. And he brings this one back. It's a pick-6 and a jet touchdown. That's tough there. Starting to mount a good drive. Quarterback lets his guard down for just a moment, and it's going to bite him.
Yeah, I was just about to remark how controlled the game they were here in this 3rd quarter. But that return for 6 points, we now have a game again.
So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
5-yard line.
Now Rodgers to try again after the pick six. Flushed out right. And now he's going to use his legs. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
To throw again on second down. Rodgers. And it's incomplete. The linebacker, C.J. Mosley, there in coverage.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties. And he's able to knock that one away.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Operating from the gun, Rodgers. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. And they are able to stop it, but he does take it all the way to the 2. It's a gain of 34. The deuce is wild here. 2nd down and 2 with just about 2 minutes on the clock. They'll look to throw into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. He's at the 50, 30, 20, 10, and he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown.
Lining up for the extra point.
Those free safeties, they get to sit back there if they've got good pass rushers like this team does. Read like a book. He read it like a book and took it in for 6.
And if they use their eyes well and their anticipation skills, they can make big plays, just as what we saw. A free safety's dream. Follow the football, go to it, and take it the other way.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And following the pick 6, and they had decent field position of throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Right back to Coleman here on 1st down. And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory.
He's across midfield.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Now they hand off to Coleman. And some space here. There he goes right side. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Tevin Coleman. 48 yards. And the Jets are an extra point away from tying this thing up.
Extra point.
He's got the hat trick. 3 touchdowns now.
Did you throw yours? Did you throw yours?
I didn't have mine. You've got yours. You've got one of those Abe Lincoln hats.
Yeah, and that stovepipe is going right out there for him. A nose for the end zone. 3rd time today. I think he deserves a tip of the cap.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. And their lead has evaporated in this 3rd quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. From the gun, Rodgers. And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
Third quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10. To throw again, Rodgers. And that is incomplete here.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Yards to go.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Rodgers on 3rd down. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
So one first down on that drive, and that's it. Forced to take the deep shot on 3rd down and couldn't hit it. Now they have to punt this one away.
Crowder now to return. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. Now a timeout called for by the defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. They begin the drive with Coleman. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
The ball carrier. He's tackled at
1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Back to throw here. He's got Denzel Mims, the rookie from Baylor. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. Rookie to rookie on the hookup there, and it's a first down.
at the 49-yard line.
On the ground, it's a handoff to Coleman. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Jet first down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Able to connect with Mims. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. A good pickup there. 26 yards. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on first and 10. Running left, Coleman. And he'll take this one inside the 10, down to the 8. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Now whistles come in before the snap. Looked like one of the Jets may have moved. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Coleman. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. His carries tonight, they're getting up there, so maybe one of those every now and then is understandable.
I would agree with that. Understandable every now and then. Sometimes you come back and you fake it to him and go play action. But other times you say, okay, they got him on that one. We'll come back to him in another carry.
And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Jamison Crowder, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Jets are going to take the lead. And they will take a 7-point lead now.
Makes the score Jets 38, Broncos 31.
Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. The throw right sideline here is complete. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Operating from the gun, Rodgers. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. The Broncos on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is going to be 3rd and 13. From the gun, Rodgers. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown.
Number 33.
A big play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Broncos are an extra point away from tying the football game. Now McManus to tack on the extra point. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter.
The game is tied at 38 all. Brandon McManus to kick.
So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. 9 big yards on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. They will run again with Coleman. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
On 2nd down, it's Coleman. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Going deep now for Herndon. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. And a nice little quick spin move before he's dropped. And a pretty good gain.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a score to break this tie. Throwing again on 2nd down. Rodgers. He completes this to Sutton. It's a 4-yard pickup, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
Brings up 3rd and inches.
Rodgers to throw. He's got his tight end Fant. And he will have the Broncos first down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd and inches. It's a 7-yard gain and good enough to move the chains. From midfield, here's Rodgers. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Courtland Sutton with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Broncos capitalize on the fumble and turn it into 6. And now what the heck is this? A punt formation from the red zone? Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now McManus for the extra point. And they will take a 7-point lead now.
Makes the score Broncos 45, Jets 38.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They're down here in a 1-score game. But the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
They have the opportunity now. Here's the execution.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Back to throw. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Jet first down.
Ken, there's 3 timeouts left, right?
I think you got to use one here, don't you?
No doubt about it. I'd use one right here.
He's going to let it fly. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And a very good return as he takes us all the way up to the 35-yard line. Boy, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game. Go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
As an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Denver, it'll be a 500 start as the win gets them back to 2-2. And they'll get a few days to savor this one before they take on the New England.